Sunday, What's going on? Jump over TikTok, yeah. So I go on TikTok. Do my Sunday reading and taking down notes. You know what I mean? We have to deliver the message, because when you see me come here and drop the inspiration, them not just fall from the sky. Them not just fall from the sky at all. Them knowledge you hear me drop sometimes. So right now there I go and read a book and go and study. You understand me? Today's reading, so I'm still trying to figure out how to work TikTok. So let's try to figure out how to work TikTok. I don't know how to flip my screen and all them things. It has say more. I say more flip my screen. Want to flip my screen, I just hit that. See it there, Sunday. Now I run up and down to them at night. So what am I reading today? I read that book, The Power of Concentration. That's how I read today. And get the excerpts from it. The Power of Concentration. Remember, Yeah, have a family party last night. So we just a regroup and just a Yeah. So right now we're on the power of concentration. Just a regroup the mind, because you have to feed both mental, physical, and spiritual aspect of life must be getting taken care of. So when you hear me come here and drop the knowledge, you have to know that when you hear me come here, we speak the knowledge, and you say, oh, I like that phrase there, I will like, oh, him say that. You understand? But, to them, I just want to, I don't understand too much of TikTok, thanks for joining. I mean, we have a lot of new people join us this week. We have about 10 new followers. I wouldn't say followers, 10 people who click and say them want to see what I do or what I post, you know what I mean? Because, so for those who does not know, on the page, it's called Top Farm Wear, you know what I mean? And it's a clothing brand. They would like to see it as a philosophical clothing brand, because we are of the belief, what does the philosophy say about the philosopher, and what does the philosopher say about the philosophy. You understand me? So if you follow my page, you are following. The reason for this page is just for try to simplify stuff, try to pass on a little thing or two that I've learned, a little thing or two that has really enriched my life. You understand where I come from? And that's the reason behind this page. And that's why we just show you the screen a while ago. We are reading today The Power of Concentration. Right? And one of the excerpts I'm taking from it is saying, it's talking about excuse, Yeah, excuse is a poor substitute for no action. That's what I'm taking from that today. Say excuse are poor substitutes for no action. So meaning like, if you don't take action, then you're going to make excuse. You understand? So that's what we're doing today. So what we do on a Sunday, we spend Sunday preparing our sales for the week, because we need stuff to bring us through the week. So from time to time, over the course of the week, when you click on my page, you're going to hear me drop a gem or two. This is how we do it on a Sunday. So what we do now, we book, this is our book, this is our, when we take out the excerpt. Some things we may manifest, some things ourselves. We may come to the book, because we read the books and we interpret it in our own words, because we not really plagiarize nobody. You understand me? So we'd like read the books and we will interpret it for ourselves. You understand me? I like TikTok, because you just see you look and see 10 people and then just disappear and gone. You got one person who stick it out. You understand? So this is remember, if you're not a journal, look at this. This is where we keep the knowledge. This book is where the knowledge. Every page me turn right now, like it said, run your own race. Trust your instinct. Be authentic. Speak with your own voice. Pursue your own ambition and be your own self. You see? Just from just this simple book in my hand. You see, just this simple book. This is like a blueprint for life. It's just full of motivation. Again, if you miss it, right? It's a run your own race. Be your own self. Be authentic. Speak with your own voice. You understand me? Pursue your own ambition and be your own self. So it's important nowadays. If you're not getting knowledge, you're not getting nothing. If you're not really empower yourself with knowledge in this day and age. And that is why Top Farm is the brand that it is. You understand? This is why this clothing brand is what it's. It's about knowledge. Anybody who wears something or know about Top Farm, it's all about enriching you, passing on knowledge. You understand? Yes, man. This is the blueprint to my life. Everything. Because you can't, if you listen to a song, you may get a motivational quote. If you read a book, there's motivation around us. So what I do nowadays, I capture that motivation. You understand me? I capture that motivation, and I can tell you it has been such a difference and such a profound. Because you can't trust your memory, you can't really trust your memory. Because you might hear something that's really profound or something that when you go through a dark times or a low point in a life, you can really call upon that. And if you don't really put it in a book, and these books are cheap. This book cost me like £1 in this book cost me like £1 in Poundland, right? And I know nowadays this book, the value, some of the stuff I have in this book, right? Some of the value I have in this book is worth like 10 times that. You understand me? Watch it. Money wasted can be restored. Health wasted can be restored. But time wasted can never be restored. This is some of the stuff that's in this book, right? Money wasted can be restored. If you realize you have let your health go away, if you have realized you're not been exercising enough, if you realize you haven't been taking your health seriously, you haven't been going to the gym, you've been procrastinating, you gain a few kilograms, as long as you are able, you still can lose it. But this is what he said. Money wasted can be restored. Health wasted can be restored. But time wasted can never be restored. Like, of course, come on, people, you have to start get your book and get your knowledge. Right? And this is why I said to somebody one time, I'd rather, and it's not coming from a braggadocious point of view, I said to somebody already, I'd rather give you money than my time. Because you know what? You can always make more money. But there's not one man in this earth can make more time. Right? There's not one person in this earth can allot to himself more time. So you said to somebody, I'd rather give you $100 than let you waste an hour of my time. Because I can go out and empower myself and learn and improve myself, add value to myself, where I can charge 2 times that $100. You understand what I'm saying? So this is where we say, this is what, yeah, so top form. This is what we are all about. We are not just like a loud brand or a loud page that's not going to enrich you. So if you not start dropping down gems, if you don't start documenting important sayings and important phrases that you might find valuable, then if I can encourage you to do it, then do it, because we all need something. We all need something, you know. We all need substance to live from in life. Every page me turn. Right? Again, we are very charitable where we can. Turn the next page. It said, give to everyone who begs of you. Because sometimes when you give to people, it's not them that gives it back to you. Right? So there's no point you give me something and expect I have to give back in return. Because your blessings will come, but you don't know where your blessings will come from. Right? And that's from the Bible. Gives from every man that begs of you. As long as you can afford to give. And don't give and say, all right, I've given you, so it's your time to give me back. No, because you will get it back. But you just don't know from who or where or when the blessings is coming back. So as I said to you, I pay £1 for this book. I pay £1. This book literally cost me £1. All right, I see I get a like, of course. All right. Yeah, I love this book. This book cost me £1, but it's so dear to me. Do for others what you would have others do for you. So again, be nice. We're living in a time nowadays, right? We live in a time since we're coming out of the virus and you don't know what people is going through, right? So it doesn't cost anything to be nice. You don't have to be aggressive, because if you smile at somebody or say hi to somebody or be polite to somebody, you can make a world of difference in somebody's life, right? He loves you. Name of Jesus, he loves you. Of course, the man from Galilee. Yeah, of course. Everything is in this book from the man from Galilee. I can turn the next page. I can't turn, but this is what I'm trying to say. So these are the things that I wish I had known like 10 or 20. Let me say, some of the things that's in this book, I wish I had known them 10 years ago. And I genuinely mean that. Somebody, praise God to Jesus. Of course, he's no wrong. Right? He said, give unto everyone that begs of you. So if you're walking on the street and you see a beggar with a cup, just put something in it, because you sow the seeds of blessings, because he have to come back to you. He has to come back, right? Doesn't matter. And I'm out in town with my family sometimes, and these people begging and they see me giving and they're like, why are you giving? Because the man said I should give. The man said, least you do amongst it, least you do unto him. So me have to do good Him say me forgive of those who beg, give to those who beg of me. So if the guy is in the street begging, who am I not to give him? Right? But some of these rules are stuff that I wish I had known. Right? Yeah, of course, some of these stuff I wish I had known 10 years ago. But again, going into the pandemic, I did not want to waste time. So I spend a lot of time looking in search of answers. And I remember Jim Rohn. If you never know about Jim Rohn, he said that you can't trust your memory. If you're listening to a song, you hear something, write it down. You read a book, you hear something, write it down. You talk to a friend that says something that's impactful, write it down. You can't trust your memory because there's be time. Again, so listen. You are the same today as you will be in 5 years. Expect for two things. The books you read and the people you meet. This is mine. Nobody can touch this book. If there's a fire right now, I'm taking this book. Right? Again, let me tell you. Right? And this is from Jim Rohn, The Seasons of Life. You are the same today as you will be in 5 years. Expect for two things. The books you read and the people you meet. So if you not read, you not surround yourself with people of value and worth. Come on now. I never want to preach today and I just come over here for you to say thanks for the likes and the support. But I never want to, because I do this on Facebook. Sometimes I call it Black Church. Because I realize us black men, we are just being allowed to be raised by hip-hop music, dancehall music, and the negative things, you know. So since I've come across this knowledge, I try to share it with my people that's over there. I share it with my brothers and say, look, life have some very important lessons. Right? Life has some very profound and important lessons. And it's up to you when you learn them. But I can actually guarantee you, as the sun will shine tomorrow or the sun will set tonight, no man will pass through this earth without learning some lessons of life. Because whether you become sick and can't find your doctor bill, then you never learn the financial lessons of life. Whether you become sick, and you have no family, nor no close friend, nor you never build no relationship of value. So in your time of need, you have nobody to call on. But the fact of the matter is, you hear it here from Top Farm where, all right? When we say will to power, life has some fundamental lessons where you are guaranteed there's nothing in this world can stop you from learning them. But what will make the difference is the price you pay to learn them. Because everything comes at a price. And the only thing that's going to make the difference is the price you will pay to learn these lessons. That's the only thing. And dancehall music and world make me more ladylike. I stopped listening to swear and dancehall music. Word of Jesus, more. Of course, because, listen to me, if you are consuming, I've stopped listening to dancehall. I'll be honest, I listen to, I unpick dancehall music. I just don't listen to any dancehall music. And I swear on my heart, my perspective on life and outlook and trajectory on life has changed. You understand me? Of course you can love gospel and there's some good dancehall music out there that's been created, but you definitely have to unpick them. Because a guy like Massacre have a song that sing about greatness and him sing about uplifting. But you can't find good music because I love dancehall music, but I genuinely, yeah. So do you write out? Of course, I write down all my lessons. How am I going to learn? I write it down for. I genuinely, I've got about 4 diaries. This stays in my bag. I've got one or two at my bedside, family. I have to write it down. You have to write down the lessons. Right? You can't trust your memory. Because if I did trust my memory, right, I would remember to say whether the glass is half full or half empty depends on where it begins. And I write down the book where I get it from. I listen to all the music, so I write down everything that has meaning. Because even I'm at the moment, if I show you the TV screen, I'm reading the book or listening to the audio book, The Power of Concentration, and I'm actually taking excerpt from it, and I will buy the book and add to my library. But for example, I like the part where we said excuse or post substitute for no actions. So I just realized that people who make a lot of excuse is the persons who are never taking action. You understand me? And you can always go back to your book when you feel like you're losing hope or you feel like you understand me. So Of course, I love writing down stuff. I love reading and I love, and it works for me. You might have a good memory. Sorry, are you Christian? It's not about religion, no. It's not about religion. It's not about being a Christian. It's about understanding that life has some profound lessons from. Whether you're a Christian or you're early and you have to learn these lessons of life. So it's not about, so this is always a conversation. Are you a Christian? No, I wouldn't say I was raised as a Christian. But in the black community, Christianity is weaponized against us. If you tell us, say, the meek shall inherit the earth and only a rich man can. A lot of misinformation has been attached to Christianity in the black community. So it's about seeing past that and understand what you need to learn. You have to learn about financial freedom, whether you're black or you're white, you're Christian. You have to learn about the value of responsibility. You have to learn about the value of having important relationships in your life. You have to learn about the value of work and play and recreation. When you're at work, you are at work. When you are playing, you are playing. So there's a lot more lesson in life than just Christianity. And religion, I wouldn't say religion doesn't play a part in my life, but my life are for what I've learned and what I'm trying to achieve or what I'm on the path to achieving is bigger than religion. Because us black people, I know for a fact there's a lot of miseducation in religion. So what I'm doing is not about religion. I just know that there's lessons in life, and if I want a fulfilling life, we have to stop living. I have to be careful of what I consume. Like the person put here, I don't listen to any dancehall music. I just don't, because there's nothing in there for me to learn. And I remember James Allen. I came across the book that James Allen said, "As a man thinketh, so is he." So if I'm listening to music that's telling me I'm a criminal or I'm supposed to be a violent person, because you're thinking secret and it manifests itself. So I am very, very, and if you never read the book, As a Man Thinketh, whether you're 100-year-old or you are in your 20s, right? Your energy is the one. Yeah. So whether you're old or you're young, if you never read the book, As a Man Thinketh, I would encourage you to go and read it by James Allen. And then I came across a man like Jim Rohn that tell me, so the greatest thing I can do is stand guard at my mind. So I don't allow anybody to come and pour toxicity in my mind. So I don't listen to any dancehall music. I don't watch every TV program nowadays, because we are all being programmed. Right? There's nothing just done in the name of entertainment. You understand me? What you think you're becoming? So a successful person, and it's not about becoming. I am a successful person. I am a very successful individual. Right? It's not energy, it's called love. Yeah, love is the ultimate. Right? So what you think you're becoming? It's not about what I'm becoming. I am a very, very successful individual who is constantly evolving as a being and is very optimistic. Not a pessimist, I'm an optimistic person. Right? For my future. Because I come to the realization that I alone is in charge of my future. It's not about what nobody think, because your opinion of me does not have to become my reality. Does that make sense? So whether you think I am successful, or in your opinion, I don't got millions of followers on TikTok, now you don't know me as a big name. So in your opinion, I'm not successful, but that will not become my reality. Yeah? All right, my niece, me call you. So never say, if you take this away from this reasoning, your opinion or anyone's opinion will not become my reality. Does that make sense? All right, and that was from Les Brown. So when you follow my page, I will always give you the people. So go and listen to Mr. Les Brown. Right? One person's opinion does not have to become a reality. Because the fact of the matter is, everybody's going to have their own opinion of you. Everyone you come into contact with is going to form their own opinion. So you can't spend your life trying to just allow people to come to their own opinion and their own conclusion. What you do is your business. Yeah. Make sense? So this is what Top Form is all about. It's all about getting you into a financial shape, spiritual shape, physical shape. Because when you say you're on Top Form, you're on ultimate peak physical fitness. And this is why we rock with Top Farm. So it's not just a fly-by-night brand. It is not just a fly-by-night. We say we are on Top Farm. When we say we are on Top Farm, go and Google the meaning of being on Top Farm. It's to be in peak physical fitness. And when we take it a step further, so we say we don't want it to only be physically fit. We want it to be mentally fit. And we want it to be financially fit. Right? And from time to time, we are going to be dropping the knowledge of the books you should be reading. Right? Of course. And not only read them, take them and make them be your guiding principle. Right? As he said, fix your thoughts on what it is true and pure and honorable and right and pure and lovely and admirable. So if you have clean thoughts, everything must be clean. Your doings, your goals, your dreams, your aspiration must be clean. Fix your thoughts on what's clean and admirable, fam. This is what Top Farm is all about. Right? See it there? Here we go. This book cost me £1 in Poundland. But the amount of knowledge in it. Before I go again, and my man asks me if I'm successful. Success is how you feel about yourself. I see it there, fam. I'm not tell you see my Bible. Success is how you feel about yourself. You know the amount of people are rich and feel useless? You know the amount of people in this life are rich and feel useless and them have to turn to drugs and drinks to elevate them self-worth. So by default, them poor. Them not successful. Then if me no want to preach in a black church, me no want to preach. You know the amount of people have billions and millions in our bank. And if they not turn to drugs and drinks, little solitude, them can't sleep at night time. And my book, somewhere I've came across the thought, I think it was Earl Nightingale. One of Earl Nightingale book, I get this one from. Success is how you feel about yourself. So yes, I feel successful. I know I'm successful. Of course. From we say Top Farm. So me could not feel like I'm no one. I could not feel like I'm no one. I could not feel like I don't have value. I don't have importance. And come on, I tell you, say a Top Farm, we say. That's a country. What kind of, me could not come here and say, bless up yourself, Johnny 45. We love the, yeah, of course. We love the interaction. We love the big up yourself, Johnny 455. You know what I mean? Of course, so to be successful is how you feel about yourself. Right? And that's why you have to make sure so you don't be too hard on yourself. Alright? Don't be too hard on yourself. Okay? Because the man who think he's beaten is already beaten. And the man who think he's not beaten won't be beaten. So always make sure so you have a bar. We don't be too hard on ourselves. We don't condemn ourselves. Because, yeah, bless up, man. Yeah, anyway, we just come here for 5 minutes because we know say when the time is important. Thanks for who take the time out. If you don't start follow my page yet, give me a follow. Right? Give me a follow. That's all we ask. Because from time to time, I will drop a knowledge. I will drop something on my page. Because, yeah, when you find your voice, sometimes I have a platform. I'm not here to worry about millions of views. And on average, I get 200 views on most of my videos. But if you don't believe I'm somebody who's worth following, listen my views. Listen one of my videos before you follow. Right? Remember, we become what we think about. There's no hiding from it, fam. There's no hiding. We become what we think about. So if you wake up and you say you want rich, you have a desire. Because desire is the starting point of all achievement. If you don't desire a happy life, if you don't desire stability, if you don't desire good money in your life, if you don't desire to have money in your bank, you won't start to work towards them. Desire is the starting point for all achievement. And that's where we're going to leave the reasoning. Alright? Thank you for sharing even 5 minutes of your time with me. And anybody who give me a like, we appreciate it. But remember, today, so starting, when you have that desire, that urge to feel like something need to change, that's just your expression of yourself. Things we want to express. Things we're supposed to have in a life. We just want as an expression. You understand me? So don't really try and stifle that desire because your desire is there for you. So desire is a starting point for all achievement. You're rocking with Top Farm wear. It's not a regular brand. It's literally a philosophy. It's a way of life. You understand me? The greater the sacrifice, the greater the achievement He who sacrifice a little will achieve a little. He who sacrifice a lot will achieve a lot. Go and go read it in my book out there. As a man think it. Greater the sacrifice, the great. I see people are joining as me are left. I am going to have to leave you. Top form Sunday. Have a blessed Sunday. Will to power.